Few days after a statement condemning the emergence of a former deputy governor of Osun State, Iyola Omishore, as the General Secretary of the ruling All Progressives Congress, Professor Wole Soyinka is having a physical interaction with journalists in Lagos. This time, he's appearing with human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, to further speak on the same subject. And if you wonder why, just wait for it. Soyinka's reason for kicking against Omishore's election as the General Secretary of the ruling party remains his alleged complicity in the event that preceded the murder of a former Minister of Justice, Bola Ige, especially the removal of Ige's cap and his humiliation at an event in Ile-Ife just months before he was murdered in his home in Ibadan late December 2002. Though the Nobel Laureate admits that a suspect remains a suspect until proven otherwise by the court, he believes that Omishore's ascendancy to his new position of influence in the ruling party will jeopardize any effort at reinvestigating the matter.
We just say that once you have been involved in certain forms of activity, such as lead eventually to the extinction of a good man, you should not be seen in certain positions in society.
And since there are reactions over his statement already pointing to possible litigation, Mr. Femi Falana is already taking Soyinka's brief. Together, they believe that giving Mr. Omishore such a position is insensitive.
If Buhari and the APC leadership want to reward somebody like Omishore, please give him an embassy somewhere, maybe in Ukraine. Send him there as ambassador. But don't make him the national secretary of a ruling party. You see, that's where we're concerned.
We'll defend you free of charge because you are taking on a public interest matter. And my reading of your statement is that President Buhari, you made a pledge, not just an electoral promise. In 2016, after the president had come to office, he did say that all mysterious killings would be reopened for investigation. And the case of Chipolagi was mentioned.
Such murder case files are never closed anywhere in the world, they say, and cite the development in Burkina Faso, where former President Blaise Compaoré has just been convicted for the murder of another former leader, Thomas Sankara, 35 years after. Professor Soyinka also seizes the occasion to speak on some issues of governance in Nigeria. He describes the Buhari government as a failure.
If there is any event of violence that qualifies us to ask for external international help, I think the kidnapping and enslavement of our children certainly qualifies to be one.
It's not about mercenaries. It's about what has happened to the money budgeted for the defense of our country. What has happened to the arrested Boko Haram sponsors? Why are you not putting them on trial? That is the kind of questions the likes of El-Rufai should be asking.
He quickly clarifies his position on the emergence of Buhari as a presidential candidate of the APC during the 2015 election when asked why he rallied Nigerians against Jonathan.
Jonathan had a chance to have won that election. And I told him this, he blew it. He really blew it on many levels. And when I met him, he asked to see me for election. And I told him frankly, and I told him why. I was not going to vote for him, and I was not going to support him, because he had lost the confidence, the trust of the people, with a couple of actions and forms of action and inaction, including his failure to tackle corruption. Despite that, it is false to say that I supported the election of Buhari.
Professor Soyinka believes that the high level of corruption and the entrenched powers of corrupt individuals are fueling insecurity in the country, And as the 2023 general elections draw closer, Soyinka calls on Nigerians to screen candidates seeking elective offices for their competencies and not their personalities or which group or tribe they represent. Tokunbo Oyetunji, Arise News, Lagos.